Right, game 2 of westsider versus danielek. Hopefully the OS issue will not persist. Welcome to Lagfest.
Is it just me or does westsider have more golds?
Yes. It does look like a lucky spawn.
There's a fifth one, but it's far out. It's near the trading post.
Yeah, so what happens usually is...
westsider has fewer, I mean. All right.
But thinking of it this way, I think these, like, 3 over here are rather easy to defend for him. So, like, easy to reach, whereas Daniel has to kind of, like, trek out here, or, like, trek out here.
Yeah, they're both pretty far out far out forward.
Yeah.
But there's the safe one in the back.
There is, yeah, behind the trade route. I'd probably say westsider has the advantage here, but as Korea, he won't really be focusing on coin.
True.
Getting the trade post. Will he get the first pass?
It's gonna be close.
Ooh, I don't think he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
2,000? 200?
Ooh.
No. No, it's gonna get about 800. Yeah, 7.
Yeah, just missed it.
Oof.
Oh.
Unlucky for Daniel. I wasn't really watching his pathing, but he probably arrived a bit late at site. Alright, so Korea versus Malta. I'm quite interested in this one.
I do have something of a special attachment to Korea because it was some of the first work I did officially for the team.
Oh.
Like a lot of it was instructions left to me for what to code. I did the coding for the home city, but I did come up with the garrison bonus, which has been interesting.
Oh, I really love that feature myself.
You do like it because a lot of people were saying it was underwhelming.
Underwhelming? No, it can be very, very good if they use it properly.
We'll say it wasn't intended. Well, it was kind of intended for the way you use it, where you bounce units in and out, but
it's a limited number, so you can only save so much.
It's different per building. What I wanted to avoid was just making a unit. The advantage of it is that you can protect units by putting them in a building, and then it's harder to siege the building down. But what I wanted to avoid was making it so that they also give the building an attack that's more powerful than their own attack, so there's no reason to ever take them out.
Okay, fair enough. So the units wouldn't be killed and they just boost attack.
Are you ready?
So, yeah.
Yes.
I think it is better this way.
Like initially, I didn't even want the building to get an attack when units are garrisoned, but that might have been...
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I guess that's the difficult part of being a developer, because you have to consider if it's going to break the game or not ahead of time. Because you know how users are, they always find a way.
Yeah. I think it's turned out pretty well, how it is now.
Yeah, definitely. It's not like you can save an entire army of 50, so... I'd say it's relatively balanced, and if you do try to abuse it, you're really limited around that building, so your opponent just can, you know, round around to a different location. And it's pretty much problem solved. And you don't really have an eject button, so your mouse clicks have to be very, very fast and accurate to properly do it.
Yes, and I think the number you can garrison in is based on the cost of the building, and then...
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think I gave extra spaces for barracks and stables.
It's 10 per barracks and stable.
Okay.
Town centers are 25.
I think that's higher than it normally would have been based on.
Oh, okay. The town center is about 25 though.
What's a market?
The Wonder?
Or no, how many can you garrison in a market, do you know?
Oh, market, I think 4.
Okay. I think houses were 1.
Yeah, just 1. What I found interesting is that you can't garrison in the Fort Wonder.
Oh, can you not?
No. Or I think Wonders in general.
Wonders in general might make sense. I think we should make it so you can garrison in the Fort Wonder, though.
Yeah.
You can garrison in castles, though, right?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I've tried castles, so I don't necessarily remember. So he does go for the Grand Palace, but I'm not sure if he's aware that it doesn't spawn villages at the moment.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I do think I know what's causing that. It might have just been a typo in the code or something that wasn't changed properly.
But I'm also happy it happened in some way, because it's been kind of giving the people the incentive to try out different wonders first, and we've been seeing a lot of Righteous Fighter action lately.
Yeah, that was the intention with the changes to the Grand Palace Wonder, to make it not the go-to option for Age 2, and to even make it stronger in later ages.
Yeah. But yeah, go on.
When it first came out, everyone would just use it for the villager spawning and all the techs, and it was the go-to choice for Age 2. Which
yeah.
I guess isn't a problem, because India's the same, where they have an Age 2 wonder that you're always going to go with the Aggro Fort.
Yeah, that's true. It is a fort with a training ability, so it's really good.
Yes, whereas the Korean fort is actually a castle, not a fort, so
yeah,
it can only train artillery.
I especially love going Righteous Fighters second for the big rushes, and then put down the castle for the pressure plus the fire cattle coming out. I'd be very happy if westsider here actually used fire cattle for the first time in the tournament. Malta has some footmen coming down. So if he goes for some archers, those footmen will be heavily counted. But if the footmen do reach the archers in time, they will get counted. But I guess this is one of the best parts, where the garrison ability is effective, so that he can dodge the units in melee.
Yes.
But it's also a bit hard to adjust the eject.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way if we can fix that.
No, I don't think so, it's just the game. Since it's just gonna do the standard eject animation, or like positioning. So you know, when they all just eject, they're a bit, they're still touching the building.
Yeah.
So if you have too many, they'll kind of surround the building, getting close to what they were trying to dodge. So I guess it does balance it in the end though, because some of the units that were able to escape, you lose kind of the ones on the edge.
Yeah.
So he was able to put the 2 archers in his town center there, but not enough archers.
And footmen counter both of these units if they can get in contact, correct?
Yes, as infantry counters overall. But he has longbowmen as well now, so those spearmen won't be able to really snare. But he has essentially switched to archers only. Those archers in the middle are a bit... yeah, bad positioning. He could have garrisoned if they weren't there. He's not garrisoning.
Taking out most of the footmen, though.
He is, but I'd really recommend him to garrison because he could have kept all of them alive.
Yeah.
And then longbowmen are really not that great for Malta. Yep, as Daniel says, the... yeah,
oh, there's a new batch of footmen, though.
Yeah. Footmen are essentially the go-to units at the moment, since they counter both types of infantry. So here's the issue at Malta with siege being very low, so it will take him some time, but lucky for Malta here, he did not repair the previous siege.
난 상처를 입었어요.
And there goes...
barracks in the back. Yeah.
Oh, didn't see that. Nice. That's the unfortunate thing about Korea though, because when you invest in 200 wood, you don't really get many units after that. But there was a 600 wood crate, I believe. So yeah, we can see Malta taking quite long to siege it down.
He is isolated from his hunts.
Yeah, he is.
Korea is.
5 more footmen coming down from the other side. Oh, he's a bit late to respond. Both archers being forced into melee. That's a lot of footmen now. So the footmen are massed with only... Oh no, he's not garrisoning.
Garrison.
The map is tricking me. How? I don't know what that means either. I don't think he utilized Korea that well. He used too many unnecessary archers at the beginning when he had about 9-ish. And if he was just able to garrison the ones the footmen were focusing, because, you know, footmen are still melee units, you can always kind of have one unit drag them away or something.
Do you think if he had built a stable, would Gungdo cavalry have been effective there?
It would have been effective if he was kiting footmen, because footmen are still 5-speed units, I believe. I don't actually see it right now. They do have 30 hand attack, so they would deal some damage, not really killing them. But yeah, it's best if he didn't get it snared.
Yeah.
Longbowmen don't have any bonuses against light cavalry. It's a malus instead, so yeah. This is one of Malta's biggest weaknesses, in general, just light cavalry. So yes, he could have probably went for
the H2 light cavalry.
Yeah, Korea doesn't have any hand cavalry. For this composition, cavalry would have been quite powerful, since footmen... Yeah, footmen, and low numbers at least, are not very good against hand cavalry.
Yeah.
But if they outnumber cavalry, then they do lose. But yeah, arbalests and longbowmen stand no chance against them in general, although ransors are pretty good. So that will be game 2 going for Daniel, 2-0.